Hi everyone, this is Nevada Reading Week, and the theme this year is Change Your World and Read. And I'm here to encourage you to participate in all the activities of this week. Now, as you can see, I'm a huge Dr. Seuss fan, and I want to share with you some books that I enjoy. The Nose Book, Go Dog Go, Hop on Pop, and the Foot Book. As you can see, some of these are very well worn because they're loved and well read. So during this week, grab a book and read, because there are books out there. You can read something like A Soldier's Heart, learn about Frederick Douglass, read about Monkey's Island, or Touching Spirit Bear. But again, this is Nevada Reading Week. Grab a book and read.
Hi everyone, my name's Miss Pandy, and I thought I'd share with you a book that has been a lifelong friend and was introduced to me in 4th grade by my teacher. She would read 20 minutes every day after lunch and take us on adventures through this series, and we'd be going with wizards to places we'd never imagined. But this book has really been something I've looked forward to in its releases. I'd go at midnight to get the book at Barnes & Nobles or at Walmart, and I watch the movies, I read the books over and over again, and if I'm having an off day, I just like to get one of the books, maybe the third because it's my favorite, and just sit down and read and escape reality for a while. So I hope there's a book out there for you like that, and if not, keep reading. You're gonna find it eventually. But happy Nevada Reading Week, and I will see you later. Bye guys.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Petrie. I teach, of course, ELA at Burkholder. So I just wanted to show you some of my favorite books. I'm going to flip my camera around. Stephen King, most definitely one of my favorite authors. You can see I have a whole little shelf with hardback books. I do have one Ernest Hemingway snuck back in there. I even have some books in the back that I don't have hardcovers for that are all Stephen King. Love his mysteries, love the suspense and the paranormal edge he has to it. And then I would also like to say I do love this book as well. It's Tangerine by Edward Bloor. Great, great, great book. If you haven't read it, you will love it. Happy reading week, guys. Bye.
Hi, fellow Jaguars. It's Mrs. Stedham. Today I wanted to share my favorite book of all times. This is called The Pokey Little Puppy, and this book is dear to my heart because it reminds me of the special times I had with my mom when I was a kid. She would read this with me before bedtime, and it just brings back special memories. Reading, I feel, is important because it does give you enjoyment and entertainment, but also a lot of the stories teach you life lessons. And if you want to know about the Pokey Little Puppy's life lesson, you can join me on March 3rd at 10:25, and I'm going to read it out loud to the students that want to join me, and more information will come, so keep tuned and find out about the Pokey Little Puppy.
Hi students, this is Miss Rosas, your 6th grade science teacher. I love reading, and I love reading lots of different types of books, but if you had me for class, you for sure know that my favorite books are the Harry Potter series. I've read every single book in the series, and now I'm actually reading the books with my children at night so that they can share the love of the wizarding world also. Happy reading!
Hey Burkholder Jags, I bet you're wondering whose favorite book this is. Well, hey, it's me, Mrs. Zellinger. This book was one my mom used to read to me every night. It's called I Can Choose My Bedtime Story, and I used to pick a different story, but my favorite one was The Scratchy Spider and the 8 Cream Buns. I have had this book since I was a little girl, and I used to read it to my kids when they were little, and I came across this recently, and I just absolutely love it and plan to pass it on to my own kids so that they can read it to their children.
Hi everybody, it's Mrs. Bush. Happy Nevada Reading Week. I am bringing you my favorite book called To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, first published in 1960. Still a very well-selling book. A lot of you will read it in your school. I read it in 6th grade back in Ohio. The topics and the discussions in the book are very relevant to today. The main character is a young girl, and the setting is in the South. It's not always a happy book, but it's a very thought-provoking book that I have a hard time putting down. I've read it 3 or 4 times, and each time I read it, I get something new out of it. So do yourself a favor, pick up a book, start reading this week, and enjoy.
Hello, Burkholder Middle School. Guess who it is? That's right, it's Mr. Esparza. And what week is it? That's correct. It's Nevada Reading Week. Yay! Okay, I am here to share the best book ever. Are you ready? Here it is. It's called Wooden. And wait, there's a longer title. A lifetime of observations and reflections on and off the court. I read this book when I was in college, and here's the reason why I believe it's the best book ever. Are you ready? It's written on John Wooden, the GOAT, the greatest of all time coaches. He coached at UCLA, but the reason why it's the best because it goes beyond just sports. It talks about being the best of who you can be. That means being the best student, being the best professional. It means being the best dad or mom or the best son or brother or sister. It goes on and on. It's about being the best, the greatest of all time that you can be. Once again, this book is called Wooden, a lifetime of observations and reflections on and off the court. I want all of you to remember that. Guess what? I want you to say it. You are the best. Okay, have a great Nevada Reading Week. Bye.
Hey Jaguars, Ms. Molesky here. For this reading week, I'm so excited to share my favorite author and playwright. What I love most about Shakespeare is that when I taught high school English, every year I would have my 9th grade students read Romeo and Juliet, and even though I read Romeo and Juliet nearly 100 times by the end of my career as a teacher, every single time there was more to discover. While it's always fun to read new books and discover new authors, I would even suggest try rereading books you love or even books you don't like, because every time you approach a text, you're bringing a whole new lens, and it can make the book brand new again.